All right. Um, we'll be live. Oh, I don't know. Probably pretty close to the actual time, since it doesn't look like there's gonna be much to do before that time. Ugh. Um, that's our new system is the VGA switch. Today I just realized and got worried about how we want to ship out the turbo tees early next year as soon as they offer free shipping. But sometimes those free shipping windows are like over the course of a weekend, and we will be gone for an entire weekend for PAX South. It would just be the worst if we went to PAX South and they started a free shipping weekend. Becky will contact everybody who needs to send her an address to for the shirts. Thanks, Melly. We still have to figure out a way to make. Oh, sorry. 50. Well, Frostbite, I prefer you become a long time user on Patreon. I just feel like I would rather everybody move over and just pay $5 a month on Patreon. It makes it, or $4. You only need $4 technically to make the $50 a year. In fact, we'll probably anybody who made it to $48 will probably consider a turbo, renewed their turbo for the exclusive tea each year, since it's annoying to put in like $4.10. That's stupid. Um, but I think that $4 a year is just, or I mean, $4 a month is just way more likely that turbos will continue to support, because it's easy to get caught off guard when a year comes up and be like, oh, well, $50 is a lot. Whereas if you're just always getting $4 taken out, it's not as noticeable or budget breaking potentially. I think long term, it's way better for us to have everybody on Patreon than remembering to use PayPal all the time. We still gotta figure out how to make sending. I might try to move sending out turbo teas to Europeans via um, the European spreadshirt. See if it works better, because as of now, the biggest cost to us is sending shirts to Europeans. European turbos get they're getting the best value out of turbo ship, because the teas cost us a lot more to send to them, shipping wise. Well, Australians will just continue to cost us extra, I think. It's not a big deal. I think something like 80% of our viewership is, maybe it's a bit less. It might be 70% is American. Beam is lagging behind by a lot. Dropbox isn't on. I can bring me in just so you can test. This is me, I'm talking here. Is Beam having an issue? Blah, blah, blah. Beam's working good for some people, so it must be something between you and Beam. Melly, are you seeing me with my voice in sync with my mouth? Oh, okay, so it's not working. Something's up with, I guess, the Beam program. We might not be able to, I might have to go back to the old way of broadcasting to Beam then. Nilani just sent me an experimental build of the program, and I guess it's not doing what it's supposed to, because that's more than just a few milliseconds off. It did start for me, Nilani, but apparently it's... Yeah, I am. That's what I'm streaming to. Yeah. Underscore BAK. But I guess something else is going on then. On the actual application, it's showing that I'm fine. Like there's nothing wrong. The application shows that my voice is in sync and that I'm smooth on the preview on Tachyon. I'm using Seattle. Should I switch away from that since you said they were having problems? Here, I'll switch right now. I'm now streaming to Toronto for Beam. Anybody see me on Beam yet? I'm on Beam. And am I smooth on Beam? Am I in sync now? Was it Seattle's fault, or is it just in general the program not streaming very well? Something's up, maybe. Dropping frames. Let me just do one last double check since I sometimes make a mistake with Dropbox on another computer, maybe. Yeah, I'm definitely not uploading anything from any other connection or from this connection. All right, so something's up with the app. Too bad. Thanks for hooking me up with that. Anyways, Nilani, I don't know what it would be because the program's not reporting any issues. It says 16% CPU usage. Yeah. All right. I'll be Beam will start up. Twitch and YouTube, you're gonna shut down for a moment too as I start Beam up on the old new way. Alright guys, I'm now streaming to both now. Or I'm streaming properly to Beam, I believe. As well as Twitch and YouTube. I don't think we'll be doing Apollo Justice today. Beam says I'm offline. It might take a second for Beam or something. Oh, really? You can't embed YouTube because it always changes? That's too bad. Yeah, it starts like with a new video every time for YouTube. So yeah, we might be taking a day off of Apollo Justice this week, or a week off. I'm not sure. Right now, I can't tell you. I can tell you that my energy level is not ready for Apollo Justice, but I know that Becky was wanting to catch up with a bunch of things today. But we'll see. Maybe our energies will be great after. We could do maybe a short Apollo Justice show. I don't know. Especially since people are saying that the next part of the trial is like sort of long enough for 2 shows, but sort of long enough for 1 show. Maybe we could do a short Apollo Justice. But I could also do my Overwatch placement matches today. Some people's beam is green. Weird. Yeah, I don't think it's Wirecast Nulani, since some people are reporting they never saw any green at all. Is there anybody here who's watching on Beam who never once saw anything bad over the last minute while everybody else said there was green? Or says Beam's perfect? So it can't be between me and Beam if Beam is giving some people good stuff. So it's just some people's connection with, or it's some people's whatever. Yeah, actually, that 1080p was green, black now, 480 works. 480 is fine. Oh man. Oh, so some people were good on 1080. I don't know. I think it's gonna take some time for Beam to smooth out its issues. Right now, they're in a state of transition, it seems, between some things. They're moving servers around, they're moving people around, and they're within the organization. They're like, I feel like they're still at an experimental stage. Oh. You know when you wake up in the morning and you have a coffee, but then you set the coffee down with like outside of arm's reach, and so you really need that coffee. You don't have the energy to grab it though because it's out of arm's reach, but like you won't have that energy if you don't drink it. So it's like, what do I do? Do I get up and get it? Or do I just continue to like wallow in my own lack of energy? How can you not drink coffee? You're crazy. I don't get it. What's wrong with some of you people? How do you even start your day?
How long have you guys been talking?
We're just testing stuff. Chocolate works. It's got caffeine in it, but it's a lot more calories for the caffeine that you get out of it.
Hi guys.
For those of you who aren't coffee drinkers, have you ever had like a tiredness that is so deep in you that you feel it in like your frontal lobe of your brain? Like it's like a heaviness that's everywhere. Well, when you're a coffee drinker, you drink your coffee and you feel the coffee just cutting through it. It's amazing feeling. It's like you feel the coffee just soak in and it's just melting that away. It's the best.
Clears your brain.
It's the best. Wow, that sucks if it upsets your stomach. Oh my God, if coffee had cocaine in it, oh wow. Man, if we could go back to the days where there was cocaine in cola, holy shit.
We drink lots of Coca-Cola. We would.
It's no wonder they sold it as an elixir.
Alright.
It's actually kind of funny. There are countries with cocaine plants, and the people regularly chew cocaine leaves. Just like it was another part of their culture, like coffee is for ours. And the country has no problems. I don't know why it is that, like, in some countries that have cocaine plants, they start a cocaine trade, but there are some countries that don't have cocaine trade but have tons of cocaine plants, and somehow the government's prevented their people from starting a cocaine business. I forget which country it was, but there's a couple countries that have like tons of cocaine plants, but they haven't started making cocaine. Is it Bolivia? Yeah, I think you might be right. I remember reading about it. It's like, how the hell hasn't some enterprising person said, hey, I could just start shipping cocaine to America and be rich? They've got regulations. Oh, wow. I wonder why that didn't stop Escobar. Regulations. No, my friends, there's regulations. We mustn't. They've regulated it. Did you get me the Turbo Buddy with the suit?
Yes, sir.
Here. Oh, Narcos is so good. It's a really good
God,
show.
It's so good.
It's not entirely accurate, but it certainly is entertaining.
It's fun to watch the whole thing and then find out what's accurate.
Maybe the Bolivian people are living okay. Maybe the government's taking care of them enough that... Or maybe the government is an iron-fisted one that's really... Isn't Bolivia pretty tiny, so it's probably a lot easier to take Or maybe Bolivia's not tiny. I don't know geography.
We finished season 2. Am I muted?
Yeah.
Is season 2 as good as season 1?
Maybe they don't need the
think
money. Canadians don't need the money, but you can bet if we could grow cocaine here, people would start making cocaine.
I don't think Bolivia is the size of 2 Canadas.
Yeah, I don't think so. You need to... I'm not great at geography, but you seem to be much worse.
Aw, poor Cleanius.
You're way worse. I'll tell you that right now. No, they don't make cocaine for themselves. I was reading about it. I still don't know if we're talking about Bolivia here, but there's these countries that just chew them. They chew the leaves, and it's like their coffee. And they're like, obviously, dependent on it, just like we're dependent on coffee. They like chewing it and they don't want to stop chewing it, but they're not like, strung out and fucking their lives aren't destroyed when they take it. That's why cocaine destroys you, is because it's too strong. You need too strong and too fast.
So we've got 21 minutes until the show starts.
I'm not dependent on maple syrup, no.
I do love proper maple syrup, though.
Bolivia's just a bit larger than... So that's pretty tiny. So Bolivia is tiny. Maybe that's why. And they have a government who's really able to... Like, the reason Colombia got out of hand is because it's big enough that the government wasn't able to keep track of anybody who was doing stuff.
Yeah, those of you who don't drink coffee, do you drink tea that has caffeine in it?
Canada is the size of half of Portugal. Where are you getting this? Canada is the second largest country in the world.
Second to Russia.
Second only to Russia. And we were the first largest before Russia went back to being Russia.
Before it was, like when it was
When
the
it was
USSR.
the USSR, we were the biggest country, and then USSR fucking broke up and Russia became the biggest country again.
Oh, I don't drink either. I'm basically a zombie 24/7. Lots and lots of tea. No idea if it has caffeine in it or not.
Yeah, if the US is 9 times bigger than Bolivia, then Canada's probably somewhere near like 15 times bigger than Bolivia. All right, Kalanius, you're clearly trolling. All right, so where do I watch this, guys?
Right here? What you're on?
Yeah, but I mean, look at this. I'm on live.playstation.com. But if this is the embed, which is just a looping trailer for it, when I click full screen...
Oh, fuck, that's not full screen.
Even though it's just
Ew.
YouTube, which does have proper full screen, it just does this. So,
Yikes.
first of all, when is this going to switch over from this loop to the live thing? I have a feeling I'll have to refresh when it does.
Full screen. What's the button next to it do? To the left?
That's theater mode. Oh. Oh, still not full screen. That's still not proper full screen. I'm just gonna go to the YouTube channel.
I suggest PlayStation's Twitch.
No! Guys, Twitch sucks for live stream events. They always fuck up. And it's always way lower quality than YouTube. For the Game Awards, the worst thing that we had on YouTube was buffering. But, I mean, I'd rather that than, like, horrible stuttering in the middle of a trailer. It would just
Pringles ads. the Pringles.
You found 3D World for $12? Is that how
What?
much it is now? That's surprising. I'd buy
Yeah,
it.
definitely. Are you
'Cause-
kidding me?
Because Nintendo tends to be like, they don't let their games go down in price anymore.
On Amazon, dude.
That needs to actually
G-Kid buy that shit.
That needs to be mentioned. Nintendo's gotten incredibly good at not letting their games go down in value. Like, never discounted.
Yeah,
Isn't that, like, that's not good.
they really do.
Even their like special collection that they release. Like, it used to be you could wait around like I remember with the GameCube and the Wii, like when they got, what do they call the special edition releases? The red ones that they released for the Wii.
Yeah, what were those?
What are those
gold.
called?
Sometimes they're gold. The like classic editions or
They have
something.
a name for them. They call them like this, I don't know.
Yeah, I remember buying some of those.
Nintendo Selects.
That's
Okay.
it, yeah.
It used to be those used to come out for like $20 to $25. Nowadays, it feels like they never get that low. It's like those like sit around 40 to 50 now.
That's crazy.
It's like they discount them by like 20% and suddenly they're Nintendo Select. Nintendo's getting really iron-fisted with its prices.
Nintendo Super Mario 3D World Nintendo Select is 20 at Best
That's
Buy.
awesome. Okay, that's different from what I've been seeing on the shelves lately. Let me just go check some prices. I'm interested.
That's also American. $20
Yeah,
American.
that's American. Wii U games. Okay. Remix pack. Well, the remix
Oh,
pack wasn't
yeah.
full price to begin with.
30 for Nintendo Land?
That's robbery.
I wish Nintendo Land was better.
That's robbery. It's like
Yeah. Okay, here. 30.
30. Okay. Well, that's good. Maybe my perception was slanted because of the Canadian dollar flip. Oh my God.
Oh,
this-
they're not impressed. What? $30?
well, 30.
Oh, that's probably for
This is Canadian.
a bit leg, so
Yeah.
Nintendo Land.
Well, yeah, that's just a ripoff. Nintendo Land shouldn't be anymore. Nintendo Land should be free. Period.
Yeah, it should be.
It should have been free on release.
Oh, it's only 20 American dollars. Okay. They're freaking
Mario
out
Maker's
less
still
now.
full price.
What a good game. Splatoon still full price.
I don't
Also
think
a-
Mario Maker ever should have been a full price game, to be honest. But I mean, hey, if you can, it's their prerogative. If they can sell it, go for it.
Yeah.
But I really believe it should have been more like a half price game.
How much is it on the 3DS now?
Mario Party 10's 30. I don't know. I don't think it's out for the 3DS yet.
I think it is. Because I was thinking about buying it for my goddaughter. $40?
It
$40
is.
bucks on the 3DS.
$50.
$50 for us.
Ooh, $10 off if you get previously played. Jesus Christ. Super Mario Postcard, 8 in a pack, $6.99. Postcard invitations, 8 per pack.
It's a party!
Wow, as if they sell these things. All right.
Too expensive for my blood.
All right, guys, we're just waiting for...
Is this a new show segment?
I'm just waiting for the link. Like, I mean, even though this was released a day ago,
Sorry, guys.
and it
excuse me.
specifically says go to live.playstation.com. But your website has shitty setup for full screen, guys. Even though they're clearly going to be, I think they're using YouTube to stream, which is my preferred streaming for live events.
Do you want to
Skip
come
what?
in before the 10-minute mark and... or-
Oh, wait a minute.
The PS4 Pro in Canada? I forget.
What am I looking at here? Is this when I skipped the advertisement or the loop? I think it's showing me Twitch now. Maybe they only are streaming on Twitch.
I was happy with Game of the Year for the Gaming Awards.
All right, I'll go ahead with this, and if you guys tell me that it's streaming on YouTube, then let me know.
I'm mature.
I'm very mature. Yeah, it looks like this is it. How is this not embedded right now over on live.playstation.com?
I don't know, it seems strange to me.
What the fuck, guys? All right. They're only broadcasting in 1080p 30? Wait, that's funny. The source feed is 30 frames per second, and yet Twitch is making 60 frames per second available in 720p. How many people are gonna say I'm gonna watch in 60 frames per second because that's superior to 1080p and 30 frames per second, even though the source feed is 30 frames per second, so nobody's gonna watch. Like, I mean, people think they're getting 60 frames per second, but they're not. I want to see people in the Twitch chat saying that like 60 frames per second is way better.
How could the source be less?
That'd be great.
Oh, why does this always crash?
You have 1080p 60 frames as an option? Why don't I then?
Really?
Hey, now I have it.
Whoa, what the fuck?
So why did it say it like that for a second for me? Whatever. They have a mouse cursor on their screen, look.
Oh. Do you want me to tweet that we're live and to tell people to go to Video Games Awesome? Because that's where we live. Okay. I love that sound. I never get to hear it on my own computer.
Why?
I never clear out my trash.
I think I clear it for you. Anytime I see it,
there's important shit in there.
Really? Jesus. Anytime I see a trash can, like, it's a problem. I clear, like, if I ever use anybody else's computer, I probably clear their trash. It's just a thing. It's a reflex. I see a trash can full on a computer and I will clear it.
Why can't you be like that in real life?
I'm just always clearing trashes.
Yeah, right. Jokes, get it?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see your face.
All right, I'll bring us in.
You have an eyelash.
But I store my important files in there. Hey buddies, welcome to Video Games Awesome Live. This is our morning edition of PlayStation Experience. What's going on here?
I don't know.
I have like this line and then it jumps down, my bushy beard.
Good morning.
And there you go. The PlayStation Experience starts today in, where is this taking place?
Los Angeles?
Is it? No, I think it's San Francisco. San Diego? Maybe it's San Diego.
My watch is all calibrated, fucked up.
It's in California, I believe, but didn't they have it in Vegas once? I don't fucking know. All right, so we're hoping today to see some new things. To see some new. Oh yeah, you might see a Final Fantasy VII, some more footage. That's an interesting. What do you guys have reason to know some of these things or?
Well, last year they showed Final Fantasy VII stuff.
But last year they showed us Final Fantasy VII. And made everybody think, oh my god, he's announcing a fucking remake. And then all of a sudden it was just a report.
Yeah.
And then at E3 they showed the remake on Sony's stage. So at least Sony got that eventually. So they gave us like a sort of a like, oh fuck you moment. And then they gave us what we wanted. So it would be nice if this year we saw...
That was 2 years ago?
Was it? Holy fuck.
Oh, we're talking about the PS4 port.
It would be nice today if we saw some more like actual gameplay footage, because all we saw was a cinematic teaser. I'd like to see gameplay footage from the upcoming episodic Final Fantasy VII.
Right. It's out of sync on YouTube. Do you need to know that?
I don't know how I fix these things. YouTube's been having that problem. I don't know. I'll try. I'll restart the stream.
I don't think you can by...
Everybody, the stream is going to stop on Twitch, YouTube, everywhere in order to try to fix YouTube.
Okay.
How out of sync is it, guys? Like
Enough that New Lonnie told me.
But how much? Are we talking like 5 seconds? Or are we talking like it seems like a second out of sync?
Yep, Turbo Buddy's wearing a tux. He's dressed up.
2 seconds maybe? That's pretty bad. Why has that started to be a thing on YouTube?
A second or thereabouts. It was yesterday.
It's the same exact feed that I'm sending out to Twitch. I'll restart if it doesn't... well, if it was happening yesterday, it's not gonna... a restart's not gonna fix it.
1 whole second. And we don't have Dropbox going, right?
All right, it's not going to do anything. So I'm just going to, give me the computer back here. I'm just going to put in the description on that YouTube video to go to Twitch for a better feed. Then we'll stay live on YouTube just so people on YouTube know that we're live. But so anybody watching on YouTube right now may want to head over to...
we are recording as well. Oh, nice. Westworld finale tomorrow. We have not started. And yes, we will start at some point.
Beam in general, guys, is having issues. It doesn't really have anything to do with us. Beam is just fucked up right now.
Beam is doing fine today.
For some people. For some people.
For me.
It's like all over the place. It's not between us and them, though, because otherwise we wouldn't have some people who are fine. Some people have been perfect. Some people have had issues. It's all on Beam right now.
Yeah.
So I'm not concerned about Beam. They have to be concerned about Beam. Or, I mean, Beam has to be concerned about Beam. All right, I've updated the description on YouTube. There's 700 people who are sticking to YouTube even though we're way out of sync. I don't know.
Sometimes I'll, like with our show, I'll have it on YouTube.
Right.
On the TV, and I know it's out of sync, but it's more just background.
Wait, you're saying out of sync has been an issue in the past? Like this, you're making it sound like it's a normal thing.
It did once.
Okay.
One time whenever I was watching.
All right. All right. Hey guys, so here we are. It looks like it's beginning the PlayStation experience, I believe, about 5 minutes early. This may just be a montage.
I love it. A montage.
Montage. We're having some issues with YouTube today, so if you're watching over there, which the majority of the audience is, I'm sorry. That's just happening. We put a link to Twitch in the description.
God of War.
It seems to be fine on Twitch. So we're just waiting on the stage show to begin. We were making some predictions a moment ago. It's not like E3, so it's like who's to say what's going to show. I would be interested to see if they're going to show anything of substance. They're just doing the pre-talk thing.
Right.
Live at PlayStation Experience.
It would be interesting to see if they're going to do...
Last of Us 2, please.
Oh, well, you obviously want to see more of the zombie thing.
Right.
Hey, there's a Kakatar in here.
Hey, Kakatar! That's why you were saying that you saw a cactus.
I would like to see more of that game, Days Gone.
Yeah.
And maybe some more from Kojima. Mm-hmm. Like, he showed that trailer, so I could expect that he's doing his PR rounds right now for it.
You guys probably want to see more Ni no Kuni too?
I think it's extremely unlikely you're going to see anything more from Kojima, actually. I think you're going to see a lot of interviews coming out from him, and maybe he'll tease something like an image here or there. You're not going to see anything on stage today. Maybe, at best, an extended trailer. or something, but you're not going to see anything in the way of like gameplay or anything. That game is like in its early concept stage, like probably experimental build stage right now.
I know that he's doing like a Death Stranding segment at 1 p.m. today.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll do a lot of talks.
So yeah,
why not? But you're not going to see. Just saying, I'm fixing it. Just keep your face where it is, Becky.
Resident Evil 2 remake. You'd like to see more on that. Some people were saying The Last Guardian. You'd like to see more of that. That's coming out on Tuesday. I wonder how much of that they would show. Crash Bandicoot Remastered would be good to see. Detroit, yeah.
Oh yeah, Detroit. That would be fun.
Parappa the Rappa. Kingdom Hearts 3.
Because Detroit is specific, right, to the PlayStation, isn't it? Ooh. Damn it.
Maybe Resident Evil 7 VR gameplay. That comes out in January, right? As well, Resident Evil 7 VR. Marvel vs. Capcom 4, please. Kingdom Hearts 3, Horizons, Zero Dawn, something new, Red Dead 2. You think
Look
a lot
towards
of
the screen for a second, Becky.
You think a lot of people are here for the Final Fantasy VII remake? Do you want me to just like put my hair down a little bit?
No, it's not the hair.
Oh, okay.
You're fine.
It's just my face in general. God of War. I'd like some Injustice 2, Red Dead 2, hopefully. Free PS Plus games. Shenmue 3 update. Yeah, I don't see Red Dead 2 being here.
Yeah, it's unlikely. Very, very unlikely. Is Shenmue attached to PlayStation? I didn't think
Account name changes?
Right. Is Shenmue, is it 100%?
It is.
We know that like they debuted their Kickstarter on the Sony stage, but is it specific to like their Kickstarter, they're promising only one system? That seems unlikely for a Kickstarter. Usually Kickstarters want to tell you that it'll be out on as many systems as possible. It's exclusive? A Kickstarter that's exclusive. That's not a common thing.
PlayStation, yes.
Wow.
PS4 and PC.
It's not it's not Sony exclusive. Okay, whatever.
Nightshade's actually confirming for us right now.
Okay.
Thanks.
I think they're about to show something.
Looks like we're standing and starting. Right on time.
Are they going to start with something big? Or just a montage? It'll be a montage. It'll be a big Sony Love Fest montage here.
I love montages.
Unless...
Days Gone? No.
I'm not recognizing anything yet.
Horizon Zero Dawn?
That doesn't look like Horizon's World.
Final Fantasy VII?
That doesn't look like Final Fantasy VII's World. Where are these guesses coming from? That does not look like Final Fantasy VII to me.
The chat.
Journey? Like what? New Mario. They're just throwing out everything that they can think of.
Beyond Good and Evil.
It doesn't look like the Midgar slums either. The Midgar slums have a lot more technology around. This is too... No. Like, I would be ready to guess Uncharted. But...
Some people were saying Uncharted 4 DLC.
Oh, DLC. Okay, that's a good guess.
No. Shut up. He's lying. No. Get in the truck. Hey. Don't be stupid, Dave.
We could be looking at new IP. If so, that's a very exciting way to start the show.
Calm down. What's your rush? How do I know you're not smuggling something in here? Arms up.
Sir, please, Maggie.
It's dangerous to be out so late.
Hey, where do you live? What are you, deaf? Answer him. I said, where do you live?
Eriachi.
I'm in the middle of something.
It can wait.
Yes, sir.
Meet me inside.
Understood. You, with me. Man the gun.
Sir, what about her?
Just let her through.
You heard him. Get going.
Looks pretty serious, whatever it is.
Tomb Raider?
I don't think so. Tomb Raider, yeah, I don't.
I know that door.
Sony wouldn't open their show with a non-exclusive title from another developer. This is something Sony specific from like a Santa Monica studio type thing or something within. This will be Sony specific. Wait, is this what Detroit looks like? Anybody from Detroit? Is this similar?
Shit. Come along, friend.
Looks like rain again.
Yeah, might clean this place up at least. It'll take more than rain for that. Shit. They're getting closer. We should get off the streets.
Our shift ends in an hour.
Looks too nice to be Detroit.
Need sleep.
Aw.
You can sleep in the truck. No, thank you.
Is that the last of them?
Hey, does anybody recognize that icon? I feel like I've,
More in the alley.
maybe not. I was thinking that UI looks familiar.
I like how you feel, brother. Great victory for us. Didn't see it coming. How long is it?
Long enough. Bring the cursor since we're chasing down small trinkets all over India.
Join the real fight. This place is a shithole.
True, but it was a strategic stronghold.
Were those jeans underneath?
Yeah, at least there's running water and toilets.
I think she has jeans,
Oh, really?
which says a bit more about the character.
Ahead of these small operations. When do we take the fight to the tyrants?
Sav says we need more time to prepare.
The government thinks we're a joke.
You hear that?
I won't think that from
I
much
did.
longer.
Let's check.
Looks like it, but it could be just blue pants.
Been here for weeks. When do we move on?
Until we pick this place clear. Every piece helps.
Hey, do people see anyone up here?
It does have a Naughty Dog feel to it, doesn't it?
Lots of locals have been sneaking back in.
No one up here but us.
See anything? No.
This dump is held together by
But if it were Naughty Dog, I haven't heard about Naughty Dog expanding much lately, and I'd be saying between two IPs, where do they have room for a new one? But maybe they have expanded, I don't know. But this doesn't absolutely have to be, whoa. Does anybody familiar with the Middle East have an idea of what city this is? There's the Pink Lotus. You guys think this is Aleppo?
What is Aleppo? I can't hear it without saying it in my head. So I had to say it out loud. It's Baghdad for sure.
You think? Yeah, those are jeans.
Fuck.
There's two targets. One was the warehouse, the other... You're in the wrong place, girl.
What the hell?
Nice moves.
Nowhere to run.
That, it is DLC.
I thought you were professional. Oh, you should relax.
Uncharted DLC. Or a new Uncharted game. But I don't think so. The Lost Legacy. That'll be a DLC.
A lot of people in the chat were calling Chloe.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Good on you.
Sean Layden.
That's exciting.
You think possibly standalone? Same engine, but standalone game? That's
I thought
possible.
it looked good.
Yeah, it looked like it could be all right. I'm interested in anything. Yeah, I mean, if it's Uncharted gameplay without Nathan Drake, who was a very tired and broken down character for me, I would
Yeah.
like to see something new from them.
He's wearing the same shirt underneath as he was last year.
Good morning, everyone.
It's a lucky
Thank you for
shirt.
coming at the ungodly
Maybe.
hour of 10 a.m. We're delighted to have you here, and we've got a fantastic
Man,
2
hair's
days
pissing me.
ahead of us. We want to welcome all of you to the
Thank you.
third annual PlayStation Experience.
Wipeout shirt. He usually teases with his shirt, his crash shirts.
I'm thinking we should just do this every year, right? One interesting fact about today, the 3rd of December,
It's my niece's birthday.
this is the PlayStation birthday.
Oh.
Wow. She shares a birthday with. Wow.
Is
2 years
PlayStation
ago, on
15
the, 3rd
as
of
well? I mean?
December, 1994,
I wish.
the first PlayStation was sold in Japan. Kutaragi-san at the time thought that 1, 2, 3, 94. It was a good mnemonic for us, and we've been here for 22 years, and we're not going anywhere soon. So, thank you all for being part of that. And just this year, we saw the launch of the PS4 Slim, which came out in September.
Still can't believe
Quickly
PlayStation
followed
is the
that
most
with
fan-friendly
PSVR.
company of
We
the big
followed that
three.
again. Yeah, right, exactly. There's a lot of that.
How
happening
times
this
have
weekend.
changed.
I used to think they were evil.
Oh,
I used to
yeah.
hate PlayStation because they were so corporate.
Me too.
They've done
The
such a
hardware
great
is
job.
so-
super
Sony.
busy.
PlayStation.
So there's a lot out there, and we hope that all of you will find that.
Just saw my friend in the
to get that
crowd.
on your Christmas tree,
Fun.
Before too long. But we thank
Sorry,
you enough,
excuse me.
all of you, everybody who's here, for your support in making 2016.
Should be Nintendo,
such a
and
special
I'm
year
waiting for
all of us at
Nintendo to
PlayStation.
reclaim that
Thank you
title.
very much.
I think it could happen. But until they reorganize their online policies.
Yeah.
But we have
But
these great
streaming.
hardware stories,
Whoa,
and we want to
whoa.
talk about
Yeah,
that.
what?
We know, for the gamers in the room, it's all about the games. It's all about what the studios are doing.
How big is this
here
event?
at
The show
Universal
floor and
Studios
stuff. How does it
and
feel,
partners.
like compared
So
to a PAX?
Spend today. We'll play. We'll connect.
Quasi's
Lang
been
in
there.
there.
Have some fun.
He's been
You're
there.
in for a great weekend. We have tons of playable content. We have amazing developer panels. Be sure to attend those.
I don't think the
There's gonna be
attendance is
some
nowhere-
things that,
anywhere near a
We're not
PAX,
going to set
but-
the stage now, but we'll say it later. So get to the panels, and more importantly, there are tons and tons of games to update you on today. So let's get to it.
Holy shit! What a way to start. But what is this? Are we looking at Marvel vs. Capcom? I think it
I
is.
think so.
Marvel vs. Capcom 4? It's been some time. I mean, this is one of the first games we ever covered.
Oh,
was
really?
3.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
One of the first games people ever hated us for.
Oh, the memory.
We had a great time with it. It was fucking craziness.
What a quick reveal. People are pumped.
No, since it's a Capcom game, I'm assuming this was leaked like a week ago. Their announcements are the most leaked announcements I've ever seen, like out of any company.
Yeah.
They always get leaked. There were rumors. Yeah, of course. Something about Capcom, they can never have things secret. Wow! So who's the girl? Oh, she's Captain Marvel? Captain Marvel's a girl? What?
What?
Miss Marvel.
Next
Okay.
year. That clapping sound.
That's an interesting crowd.
So that's a crazy way to start. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is coming in 2017 on PlayStation 4, and the first gameplay footage will debut tonight at the Capcom Cup. So you don't want to miss that. But if you can't wait,
Somebody get up some water.
Capcom Infinite, I'm also happy to announce that Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is available.
Wow. Wow.
It's available today,
Jesus.
exclusively on PS4. So get on the store, download it digitally tonight.
Like there's aggressive cheering and then there's violent cheering.
I don't stand on the stage too long, get between you and the games, but you guys know that I've got a love for the classic PlayStation games. And
What just appeared behind him? Is anybody? Okay,
I got a lot of
they're not
reviews
seeing
last
anything.
year for the Crash Bandicoot T-shirt, but
Wipeout. It was on
we have another
PlayStation
game
1.
today.
Okay.
I want to reveal, and I hope you'll enjoy it as much as I did.
Or is it Crash?
Oh. So I'm
So
not
this is Wipeout?
familiar
or
with
this is-
Wipeout. I never played it. I never had it. Never played it. I remember seeing it in stores and stuff and screens of it, and I
Whoa,
thought it
this
looked
looks
cool.
fucking cool. For a second, it almost looked like an Excite truck.
Yeah.
I'm into this. I like this shit.
I wonder how it feels. Since they look kind of floaty. By definition, like floaty controls, but the original studio closed down a few years ago.
It's super fast.
Here you go. What's this? What the fuck?
Happy dawning, Guardian.
Oh. Destiny.
It does feel floaty.
But in a good way, maybe? Some people will be excited.
I still like Destiny, says some people. Christmas specials are always nice.
Don't like that they took the one bit of personality the game had, Dinklage, and took it away. Yes, we were making
It
fun
never
of it.
happened. That
But you
never
know
happened.
what? That gave the game personality.
Yeah.
It was a joke.
It's the only thing I really remember.
Yeah.
No limits, no fear.
Was their
gang.
story?
Sometimes you just have to own it when things are like a little bit campy and hammy in your game.
Not if you have a 10-year plan that you need to stick to. Apparently.
Those are weird
Got
heads.
time for a race?
I used to call it the Dinklage game, but not anymore. Yeah.
December 13th, exclusively on Destiny, Rise of Iron.
Please welcome to the stage, Shelby Cox.
That guy just went, yeah! Like, do you know her?
All right, you Destiny fans out there, did you catch that? The icebreaker is back!
I remember her being full of energy last
Yeah, I
year,
remember
too,
her.
But she had like kind of a shitty segment to be
Oh,
excited
really?
about.
So that was the
I don't
first
remember.
look at the dawning coming December 13th. And for those of you guys here at the show today and tomorrow, you can get your hands on this first and play this in the Destiny booth this weekend. That's right.
Yeah, this audience is pretty. They've got.
Always,
They've
the
literally
ultimate
had Kool-Aid on the way in.
experience is only on PlayStation. That's right, it is. Now, our team has been hard at work to bring you guys the best content for PS4. And I thought we'd kick things off with a first look at the new gameplay of this PlayStation classic that we unveiled at E3. Check it out.
What? Oh, okay, yeah. I guess it was revealed, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Barely, but yeah. It's looking pretty derpy.
I like it. It's
Yeah.
looking classic.
It's looking true to Crash Bandicoot in its derpiness. Oh man, I love how it's so beloved because it is one of the like jankier looking animations from back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Crash always looked like kind of off
It
to
was
me.
so fucking good though.
It was good gameplay. It was fun. It's just he's always felt like to me like a hallmark of cheap 90s animation.
Oh my god.
The good thing is, when they do mascots of him, like in real life, they're the most accurate mascots ever because literally the game looks like you're playing as a guy in a mascot outfit,
Yeah,
not
totally.
as an actual Bandicoot.
Yeah, like his proportions are human-like.
Yeah, it's like
but
he's in the stiff
Mascot.
upper face body, and
Yeah.
everything's just like, I'm in a mascot
I'm
suit.
excited for this.
I bet you a lot of you are. I'm like, I'll play it, sure.
You didn't play Crash?
I did, a little
Growing up?
bit,
Oh,
just
okay.
a tiny bit. I can't remember whether I don't think we owned it.
I played it. I played it quite a bit. I never beat it.
I remember I played through quite a few levels, so we must have rented it.
Yeah.
Maybe borrowed it from somebody.
Oh, fuck.
When is the dab gonna die?
Never.
Forward. Wonderful disaster. Cody right in front, able to find and stay on the map. This is going to be a lot more about position and control, like you mentioned. For so long, but like, until you learn some of the crazy throws or get an idea of what the best route is.
Fraser dabs with us at PAX.
Shot with the 1v3 clutch.
You know what I like about getting older?
What?
I'm getting to the age where I can kill memes.
Yeah.
I'm getting to the age where if I start doing things, I can help kill memes.
The Call of Duty World League is back
I like that
for
attitude.
another new incredible season.
That's why I've been using emojis
We're
lately.
thrilled to announce that once
I'm trying to
again,
stop emoji use.
it will be presented by PlayStation with $4 million at stake this year. It's a lot of dough. So you're going to want to tune in
Still,
today at 11:30.
nothing compared to Dota.
And for those of you who are here at the show, check it out at the COD booth to watch 8 of the best teams in the world compete for the COD World League
Killer of
Invitational
memes, slayer of emoji.
right here at PSX. Now, guys, these are the best players in the world, so you do not want to miss this action. All right. So
Although considering the most prolific
we've also been
personalities
working
online,
really
I
hard
imagine
to
that
lock
like
down
age
a
doesn't really have to
strong
enter
lineup
into
of
meme
heavy
killing
hitters
anymore.
for PS4 and PSVR.
It's not the same as it used to
Starting
be.
this January
No.
with Resident Evil 7 BioHazard.
Oh! Here we go, guys.
But for those of you who can't wait until January, you can download the final demo update tonight on PSN.
the final demo for Resident Evil
7.
Now,
So what's it gonna?
on PS4, PS4 Pro.
But what's
if
it?
you are brave, you can play it on PSVR, and it is batshit scary.
Oh, so like actual gameplay, not just another tech demo?
Now, to get you hyped, let's take a look at their new trailer.
They've been updating the demo? I didn't even know this.
For 3 years,
I didn't know the demo had been
Ethan Winters believed his
updating.
wife was dead until he received a message from beyond the grave. But he's about to face the disturbing reality.
It's Mia. She's not dead. She's alive. She's back.
How long do you say this place has been abandoned?
3 years. Abandoned farmhouse, missing family, foul play suspected.
Shitty house, spooky sounds. Ooh, is it haunted?
This house off limits!
Welcome to the family, son. I'm coming, Mia. Get me out of this fucking nightmare!
Oh yeah, this music.
That wasn't me. No, leave me alone.
Mommy hates you, you know. Kill him, Mommy. Don't hurt him.
Wait, what are you doing?
Ethan, please help me. Ethan, help me. I don't know what happened.
There's so much that you need to know. I love you, Ethan. And I miss you.
I felt like a little bit like Silent Hill, that little bit with the woman.
Yeah.
Now, guys, this is a massive, massive update, so go download it tonight.
Nice. They gave her a mic.
Now, another 2017 PS4 game with PSVR content is Ace Combat 7. And it's
They
playable at the show.
Teased that at E3, I think, Ace Combat. It's another old thing that some people are very, like, it's one of those things, like, if you played it, you're excited.
Yeah, Ace Combat.
Yeah.
On the Ocean Federation. But isn't that country a whole continent away from here?
Okay, so there's going to be a story involved, which I'm not familiar with Ace Combat, but I believe that Ace Combat never really, did it ever show humans? Wasn't Ace Combat just straight up ships and like just missions in a plane?
It's very story heavy, melodrama.
Whatever.
Has the wackiest story.
Adios, you damn fool.
Really? Okay, I don't know anything then about Ace Combat.
They often have bad shit insane stories.
That was amazing.
Okay, wow, I know.
Now, later
Interesting.
tonight, on this very stage, PSX will be hosting the Capcom Cup Finals. The greatest Street Fighter players in the world will battle it out tonight for over $230,000 in prize money and the title of Street Fighter V World Champion. The action kicks off at 6
Please
p.m.
bring out
so
Elton
come back,
Capcom.
grab a seat.
Yeah.
Into the live stream.
I love Elton Capcom.
Now, before
He's
I
the
go,
best.
let's take a look at a familiar face making his Street Fighter V debut. Please enjoy.
A new character in Street Fighter V is... yeah, I recognize him, but I don't know who he is. Akuma. I haven't played Street Fighter. Like, the only Street Fighter I played was the Street Fighter 2 series. Super Street Fighter.
Akuma! You guys like it? It's like an evil Ryu.
Evil Ryu. Wait, but isn't there actually an evil Ryu? Who's literally evil Ryu? Would he be more accurate to call him like Ryu's Wario? Really evil Ryu.
Yes, there is.
There is also literally an evil Ryu. Of course there is. It's Japan. Japan, like anime culture, there's always an evil version of a character who just wears black and has glowing eyes.
Please welcome to the stage, Shuhei Yoshida.
I also played Street Fighter 3, right? That's when they introduced, They introduced the Native American fighter and stuff, and the Bruce Lee type guy. The most unlikely hero of the masses.
Thank you. You're so cute.
I'm so excited to be here with you today at PlayStation Experience 2016.
He could have been the CEO of, like, I don't know,
I have a question.
A company that makes rice makers.
Looking forward to playing The Last Guardian next week.
He could have been like here selling electronic fans by Panasonic. But now he's like a beloved cool dad guy, yeah. Last Guardian time?
Yep. Yeah, this is out on Tuesday, guys.
Now everybody, like, you know, curb your expectations. So is it a full price title? Definitely.
$50 on Amazon US.
So I'm gonna play it. I can't judge it as though I'm playing an old game that's been remade, like a remake, but I'm going to play it as though it is. Try to put aside, because I can already tell you just by looking at this, I'm not going to be impressed graphically. It really does feel like sort of like a little bit behind. But everybody wants to play this story.
Yeah.
I think that's what everybody's really excited for, is this story. Just pretend it came out a few years ago, but then I'd have to pretend that I spent a few years ago game price on it too. But that's not at all true, Cake.
Today, I brought some new updates from PlayStation's worldwide studios. And I think you're going to like this next one.
You gotta do what? I gotta believe!
Oh, wow! Nice!
Forever,
Epic.
forever. I know what it is.
Step on the gas. Step on the gas.
All right.
Fix the door, you know.
So it looks like a remake, right? These are the exact levels. This is not like a new one in the series. It's just an up-res demo available today.
Oh!
Also coming, wow! Those are big things. Patapon was fun on the Vita.
Yes. Parappa, Loco Loco, and Patapon are all being remastered.
They're so much cuter when he says them.
I know.
Loco Roco, I think I also played just briefly.
High-resolution graphics, including native 4K support on PS4 Pro.
Naked 4K?
And other improvements as well. And Parappa is especially near and dear to the hearts of many old-time PlayStation fans. So to celebrate its 20th anniversary, we'll be releasing this special Parappa demo on PlayStation Store today. And you will be able to play the demo on the show floor at PSX.
That's awesome.
Next, I'm excited to give you the first look at the super fun new game coming from Japan Studio.
Super fun new game.
This game is designed for everyone, from young to young at heart, and from casual to core gamers.
Now, the one thing about Parappa the Rapper that I'm wondering about is will the gameplay be better? Because it was brutal. Oh!
We're excited.
I haven't had Junior Senior in a long time.
No, me neither.
Junior Senior is fun music.
Oh God, it's so good. We used to listen to this all the time.
Oh, this can be flagged though, unfortunately. So what? Brand new fun title. Knack has been out
like
for a
Knack
while
2
though.
or
Oh, so
something.
like Knack 2. So yeah, I feel like pretty much I don't know if it's underrated, but I can say probably under. Oh, did it have co-op before? I don't think it had co-op.
I guess not.
This is cute. I think probably. I don't even want to say underappreciated either, because I don't know that people didn't appreciate it. But I think definitely got little press because of the time it came out and what it was up against.
Knack was mediocre apparently. It was a
Was
pretty
it?
big flop.
Oh,
It
really?
did have co-op in the past.
Yeah,
A lot of people are saying it did have co-op.
Okay.
Parts.
Parts had co-op, because I do recall that.
Okay.
Her time has come. Oh, this is probably DLC or like for Gravity, the Gravity game that I keep forgetting the name
Rush?
of. Gravity Rush.
2. Gravity Rush 2.
Isn't Gravity Rush 2 already out? Or am I thinking of how they brought the Vita one over to PlayStation recently?
I did play it with you apparently. It's not out yet.
It's a series I haven't followed, so when the original does come to the console, I am interested in giving it a try, because I like the concept. I think it's neat. I think it's the type of game a lot of people want to try based on its concept. It's already out on the PlayStation 4? Well, I missed it.
Oh. Another story, The Arc of Time.
Yes, you saw it. Since the release of Gravity Rush, a lot of fans have asked us to make Raven playable. In this...
What'd the guy say?
In this free DLC coming out in March, you can play as Raven and find out her secrets. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Damn right, I think. What about the Vita?
Before I go, I'd like to show you the latest work from
There's no control over this crowd right now.
No.
Digital.
Everybody's the star.
Let's see what's in store for Grand
I said a thing loud! Gran Turismo. Shu is a pretty cute guy. There should be the cute guy awards every year for like company execs, like or company faces.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to displace Miyamoto every year.
just
Miyamoto would be the reigning champ.
Yeah. The Miyamoto Award.
But
is what it
Shu
would
is
be
definitely
called.
nipping at his heels.
Yeah.
What is Shu's background? Like, I don't know anything about the man. Did he come from an upbringing of games? Just like did he just come in from?
Reggie for Cute Guy 2017.
Like earlier, I was joking that he could be the CEO of anything and be out there, but as though he got lucky to be in games, but like maybe he came up through the ranks, like Iwata did. Iwata was such an inspiring story because he came from like way down, and working on like stuff that I loved as a kid. What do we got here?
The mountains might not be such a bad idea.
Oh, Ni no Kunai.
No. I've made up my mind.
She's so cute.
Right. He was part of the team of the original PlayStation.
Yeah, like I mean, he worked with the original.
Shu.
Oh, Shu was okay. So he's like, but he's always been corporate still, though. Okay.
We've no need of love.
Whoa, that was boob jiggle.
My inventions will change the world.
Pointy boob jiggle. It was like torpedo 1950s boobs. That was pretty sweet.
What do you think you're doing? You'll take my little darlings with you, of course.
What?
Please no. They're the thing of nightmares.
Please take my cum sprites.
Kneel before the king of Ding Dong Down.
With a lack of Drippy, how the fuck? There's no way I could play it. Drippy was the only thing keeping me in the first one.
Yeah.
A kingdom we can all be proud of.
Did you see that little
I didn't.
spiky hair thing?
No, I didn't.
It's like a cum sprite grown up.
Drippy was the only thing like that was like balancing out my. Oh, Gio's out here. Drippy was the only thing that was like speaking my voice within the game.
Yeah.
Like every time that little twerp would say anything, he would like make fun of him, and I was like, "Thank you, Drippy."
For those of you who couldn't make it inside here, I hope you're outside watching on the big screens, and I'm going to ask you to scream as loud as you can.
Oh,
How you
that's
guys doing out
interesting.
there?
So not everybody can make it into the main hall. I feel like in previous years the main hall didn't even completely fill.
Yeah, I thought last year it
So
was
it's getting more
kinda easy.
popular, I would guess, just from that.
PlayStation Experience is all about the games you love, and this is going to be the lightning round, so strap yourselves in. At PlayStation Experience, we like to highlight and celebrate your favorite
He's got a
series on
Vita.
PlayStation. And each year we've
Didn't
given
expect
you
to see a
look
Vita
at
on
top
stage
requests
at a
on
PlayStation event.
He does have a Vita.
This year is no different.
He does third-party stuff, not just.
Where do you think he got that? That's rare. That's a rare item. Where do you buy one of those?
My Vita.
Am I gonna like Yakuza? Because I feel like I'm going to. It looks like a shit ton of melodrama, but with grittiness. Like Japanese melodrama matched with lots of violence.
You will love.
And a lot of cheese,
Yakuza?
like tons of cheese.
Huh.
It's a mystery to me, because why has Yakuza been so not readily, like, it's not popular here. It's barely talked about over here, and yet it's massive in Japan. And now's our chance to get into it, because Yakuza, the one that's coming, Yakuza 0, is like gonna be an origin story, or is it a remake? I know nothing.
Fraser, start with Yakuza 0
Yeah?
coming soon.
Yeah, I think that's what I will. Amazing and ridiculous. It stayed in Japan for ages. Yeah, they just
Yeah.
weren't willing to bring it over. They figured it wouldn't play here, but nowadays there are no borders in video games. Taking forever to localize it probably had something to do with it. Yeah, I guess so.
Couple people into, or a few people into this. Some people into this.
I know
Some
you.
people
I know
not.
you guys want me to be into it, but it's
We're
just
thrilled to have
there's no room.
Danganronpa V3 making its way to both PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita.
What? Are you gonna start selling them again?
We've had our eye on Nier Automata for some time. It's a PlayStation exclusive that's coming on March 7th, 2017, with a demo coming to the PlayStation Store in the next coming weeks. Let's take a look.
He called it automata. I thought it was automaton. I guess he's probably right.
He probably is.
Sand surfing. She's wearing heels while walking on sand. How the fuck?
Yeah, that's. I guess it's possible. It'll just sink right in.
She was also walking over metal grates. Like literally metal, like chain link on the ground. She was somehow to manage in heels.
Automata.
Do you guys think Vita's back? Do you think they're going to revive it, realizing they were maybe
Vita.
wrong? Or do you think possibly they might announce, like, today a new Vita? And it turns out what he's holding is like...
Dude, that would be really exciting.
That would be a big surprise.
Home to PlayStation, landing in 2017 for both PS4 and PlayStation Vita.
Like, what is that Vita? Does anybody recognize it?
Now let's shift
Why is
gears
it
a bit
blue
from
and got smaller? Maybe we just
making
only
its
had
way
the
to
original.
console
So
for the very
did they
first
release
time.
one with smaller joysticks and stuff?
Puts you in command of massive spaceships bristling with firepower, and the resulting multiplayer.
It's just blue. That's why it looks so weird to me.
Exclusive,
Maybe.
unlike anything we've seen.
It's one of the newer models.
Those have been around.
that
Okay, I don't
around.
follow. Nobody followed the Vita, so. It's the blue Vita 2000. Okay. HDR on a Vita, yeah. It would be. Oh, this is probably a. I want to know what this song is actually.
I'll add it to my list.
Do you guys? What do you guys think the likelihood is that Sony would ever enter back into the mobile market again? Ever?
God,
Not
they
today,
should.
but just like generally, someday.
The marketing team fucked up the Vita, but the device itself is
The Vita was awesome.
incredible.
It was a great device. I loved it. You really loved it. I know that.
Oh God, yeah. It's sitting beside the couch, like it's my device beside the couch.
I asked for a chance. Somebody gave me a percent, but most people are saying never. You're willing to say 0% chance that Sony, in the history of the rest of its years as a company, would never enter mobile again.
They need to ditch their proprietary memory card.
Does Sony do tablets? Because, I mean, surely they have a tablet device, do they not? You would expect maybe to see them make something like Nintendo did, something that's between a tablet and a gaming system.
They do Android stuff.
Yeah, so
Supergiant Games, who made a huge splash on PS4 with hits Transistor and Bastion, are back with Pyre, a party-based RPG. In Pyre, you'll lead a band of exiles to freedom through a series
I've never heard of
mystical
this.
competitions. It's beautiful, crazy stylish, and a ton of fun.
So
to
I would
play.
say there's a
And
small
here at
chance that you might see
PSX, you
Sony
can be the
someday
first to
cross
play
that
both.
over, their tablets with their mobile.
You can
He
be
gave
the
the
first to
jazz
play both
hands.
the single player and a new head-to-head versus mode. Supergiant's first foray into multiplayer
As
gaming.
Canadians do.
Let's take a closer look at Pyre, as well as some of the other unique games coming from our third-party developers.
Seems like this convention hall's really dry.
Yeah.
Everybody's choking. Oh, Pyre Super. Okay. Oh yeah, we saw this just like walked by it at PAX.
Yeah.
I don't even know if anything was playable at PAX, but they did show some of this imagery.
Let your adversaries prove theirs first.
Supergiant's been impressive in that every game they've come out with so far has been quite different from the last.
Yeah.
And they've been piggybacking them so quickly. There's no downtime with
I wonder
Supergiant.
how big their team is.
He told me, Greg was like saying,
I can't remember.
it's not massive. It's like 30 to 50, I think.
Okay.
Like it's like a clay type company in size.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Like
looks
the
neat.
flow of the animations.
I don't think that was a particularly new announcement right there, though. I think that trailer's been out for a while, or at least some of those images. I haven't seen this before. Liking the music. Have we seen this? I don't. There's been a couple games that have had this kind of aesthetic. I remember the one with faceless people. That comes to mind,
Yeah.
but she clearly has a face. Vane. Like a weather vane.
I don't think I've heard of this.
I don't think so either.
Doesn't seem familiar to me.
We see
It
so many
looks
trailers though, it's
interesting.
hard to remember.
Yeah.
Did they just follow it up with the one with
the
faceless
faceless
people?
one? Yeah, I
oh
think
my
so.
god. Well, now I'm never gonna remember. But please tell me this isn't a different game with faceless people. I can only have one game with that's how I know that game. I think this is different.
I think it might be different too because they have masks, but that guy didn't.
Yeah, the one with faceless people were just faceless. They didn't have masks.
But it was similar. It was a similar art style.
It was more stylized, the one I'm remembering. It was more poly-based.
Yeah.
So I think this is different. Now we have two games that we have to remember that have faceless people.
Absolver.
Ass over.
I heard this was coolish.
The first thing I should tell you is that I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms. After my brother Milton disappeared, Mom sealed them up. Each bedroom has a story, and some of them seem a little hard to believe. I don't believe in ghosts, but something always felt wrong about the house. Coming back, I finally know what it is. There's just too much of it. But if you know anything about the Finch family, you know the stories have at least one thing in common. Someone always dies at the end.
Why is that familiar, that name, Edith Finch? Have I heard that name before? Or does it just feel like I've seen so many things that I just think everything's familiar? What is this?
I thought that last one looked really interesting.
It does look interesting. I just wish I knew what I was looking at. Like,
Yeah.
is that gameplay? I'm liking the music. God, I'm such a sucker for 80s synth. Oh, this looks like satisfying gameplay.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, wow. It's almost like Hyper Light Drifter.
Yeah. I'm getting Hyper Light Drifter feels.
It's like you took Resogun and combined it with Hyper Light Drifter.
Oh, yeah.
It is the maker of Resogun.
No way.
Oh, yeah. Chalk one up for my credit.
You
We
get
are
one.
absolutely honored to be the home to so many great independent developers, pushing boundaries and creating the future of games. And hey, that future looks pretty bright. But there are even more exciting console exclusives coming.
They said that at the start. I didn't hear it. So I'm chalking one up for me. Honestly, I didn't hear that. That was just my first impression, was it looks like Resogun. Big ass montage. Oh my god. These are both inspiring and overwhelming.
Yeah.
Huh. An indie fighter, they look like. What? Oh, yeah, this one. This is coming from VR. I talked to these guys. They were cool. People are not so happy with this game, Nidhogg.
Oh, really?
Because the original was very Spartan graphics, and now they're going for a cartoony style.
Oh.
A lot of people wanted us to play Nidhogg. Oh, that looks classic. So does this with a modern twist. I can't wait for that game.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on here.
Whew.
Strafe is gonna be fun.
Nidhogg is really good.
Those are some great games coming to
Terrific fun
PlayStation in the
with the coach.
future. But Gio, you might ask, what can you do for me today?
What's a Geo?
Ah, finally waking up. Just make it to the top of the Tower of Barbs. Hey, dude, you're a gamer, aren't you?
Oh, this fucking game. All right. We saw a preview for this, didn't
Things are
we?
about to get busy around here.
Yeah, we saw a
I was
fucking.
waiting for you. I forgot to mention, my name is Uncle Death. Ah, those are the jackals. They are body collectors.
I think it was CG when we saw it.
Oh yeah.
Close your face. I'm just about to get max score here. I'll make anything.
Oh, how I've been waiting for you, fellow believer.
This does feel Suda. That's for sure.
I knew something bad was gonna happen.
That was fucked up.
Yeah.
This game, let it die.
Congratulations!
All right. See, I love Suda's like weirdness and wackiness, but
Well, we just saw Let It Die from Gung Ho and Grasshopper.
You like it subtle?
And surprise,
no, I love it.
Oh, okay.
I love it in
PlayStation
your face.
users in North
The
America
thing was
and
with
Europe today.
Travis Touchdowns game.
This is out today?
Are you fucking
Well,
kidding
let's
me?
get some more instant gratification with a few more games that are out today. As we mentioned earlier, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom
That's
3
insane.
available
I guess
today.
maybe
Mother Russia Bleeds from Devolver Digital available today.
maybe it'll work on the
Mark of the
PlayStation.
Wolves from our friends
We had
at
trouble with that.
SNK
Yeah.
on both PS4 and Vita.
What's the
available
Mark of the
today.
Wolves?
And Surgeon Simulator Experience Reality for PlayStation
Surgeon
VR
Simulator.
from Bossa Studios.
Wow.
Available.
What about with
today.
VR? Oh, ER it
And we've
says.
got one
Does it have
more
VR
as a
though?
surprise
Surgeon
from our good
Simulation
friends
later
at
on
Square Enix
PlayStation?
Montreal.
What?
Let's take a look.
He just mentioned a studio name, which they meant something to them. Oh, Squeenix. Ah. Another Go game. A lot of people like these. Anyways, I was gonna say about Suda's last game with Travis Touchdown. I always forget the name of the fucking game.
Lollipop Chainsaw?
No. With the.
Oh, that fucking one.
I always forget the name of the fucking game.
Yeah,
No More Heroes,
thank you.
I wanted to play it for its wackiness, but I just couldn't stand the gameplay. It was so bad.
Yeah.
It was so hard on my fucking wrist.
for
Like that
PlayStation
fucking
4.
like I thought it was hilarious that you had to do that
And
to power up.
PlayStation Vita.
But
All of these games are available on the PlayStation
the gameplay
Store
wasn't
later
good.
today. Well,
And there was no like easy mode or anything like that either.
wraps it up for me.
That sucks.
But on my way out, I have one last hashtag building the list surprise for you. I'm excited we get to make some dreams come true with this. Dave Lang, this is your nightmare. And I look forward to hanging on the floor with all of you this weekend. Have a good time, everybody. Thank you very much.
You're so confusing, Sony. Like you're continuing to like support games on the Vita, but you don't sell the Vita. It's odd.
We're saying that from experience.
What?
That they don't sell the Vita in stores anymore. Well, my cousin's experience. Going to get the Vita
Right.
and
yeah.
it just not being there. They had no idea what the fuck she was talking about.
Yeah, they were like, what?
They're like, it's a PS4
What is this?
Vita.
This
I don't
looks
know.
hilarious. I think we may have even seen a trailer for that in the past, this thing. Yeah. It may have even been last year at the PlayStation Experience. Windjammers.
We're gonna have to remember
Welcome
that.
to the stage, Assad Kizelbash.
It's a Neo Geo game? Holy fuck.
Thank you.
Wow.
First
It's
off,
legendary.
That is my real name. That is not a spell from Harry Potter. Let's just clear that up right now.
That's amazing. His last name is Quizblash, and he said it's not a Harry Potter spell.
So a couple of weeks ago,
Own
we
it,
were
man.
thrilled
That's awesome.
to launch the next evolution in gaming with PlayStation VR. Any fans of PSVR here? Let me hear you.
Yay.
Yep.
Now, the good news is, if you haven't tried it yet, we have got tons of games on the show floor that you guys can go out and try all this weekend. So definitely check them out. Now, we had a lot of great games day one for launch, but we haven't stopped there. Thanks to our third-party partners, our indie developers, and our
You guys
very
think
own
he's a
worldwide
Hufflepuff?
studios, we have got a ton
I'm
of great games
Hufflepuff,
still in
apparently.
development. And I'm excited to announce one of
Be
those
proud,
today.
though.
I'm Slytherin.
This is exclusive to PlayStation
You just
VR.
decided
It is
yourself
by
you were
White Moon
Slytherin.
I know
Games,
I
and
am.
this is Star Blood Arena. Let's check it out.
Star Blood Arena on the PlayStation VR. The problem, okay, so the thing is with VR, like this looks fun. And so did when we played Riggs.
Yep.
It was fun. But the problem with VR right now, you can't spend that much time in there.
Yeah.
It fucks with you, and it's not that comfortable, even though they've made the best, most comfortable one I've ever felt.
2 to 4 player.
Co-op, that's fun.
Interesting.
But the thing is, I guess, is that you, right now, I think, like, this looks like a type of game you want to spend hours at.
Yeah.
Whereas I think that the best thing you can make for VR right now is something that's a romp, like, because you only want to be in there for a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest hurdle that VR has to overcome is comfort level and desire to be inside the unit.
Yeah.
And again, that's saying something because they've done an incredible job. It is by far the most comfortable system to wear on your head, the PlayStation VR.
Yeah, I couldn't see playing more than an hour.
An hour at a time. It's like we were able to extend it to like 2 hours at a time by swapping.
It is such an amazing game. It's so much fun. There is no place to hide in that game. You've got to try it out. It's on the show floor playable, so make sure you check it out and get those trigger fingers going.
Even in the games where you don't get eye fatigue, you just get fatigued in general. You take it off and you're like, wow, I could use a nap.
Yeah.
It's weird feeling. Oh, this is finally coming out. Oh, it's just a montage. I thought they were showing this. So the Star Trek game, did it not just come out?
It was supposed to, it got delayed.
Oh, it got delayed. So when it does come out, the whole, like, selling point of that Star Trek game is that you're on a bridge with your friends in the same room, right? Like, I just don't see being excited about it if I'm sure they're gonna have online support, but I think that the real fun is gonna come from being in the same room.
Yeah, totally. I agree.
With good voice chat, I guess. Oh, this is different. I was gonna say this was that other game where you're a giant cop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is so much music throughout this entire thing. I don't know what I'm gonna do about it. There's nothing I can do about it.
Excuse me. Star Trek is delayed until March 14th, apparently.
All right, well, get it right, I guess.
Yeah.
Although, I have to say, maybe they shouldn't have announced it. Because I feel like it's a game that people go out and buy because they want it right now, but now that they may have gotten over it by March, they're like, eh.
Yeah.
We've also got, as you've seen,
I wonder if people have pre-ordered it. I'm sure people have pre-ordered it and feel
like this next game, this brutally challenging game by the great team from Kyo Tecmo Team Ninja.
Nice.
You know what I'm talking about? What am I talking about?
Oh, it's just Neo.
Yeah, it's the amazing Neo. And we got a brand new trailer just for you guys. Let's check it out.
The one that stars the Witcher lookalike. Geralt of Rivia lookalike.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's uncanny. So Neo's a franchise, right? Like a series. I never played the other games, but did the main character always look like Geralt? Or is this a new character?
I heard that the Neo demo was amazing.
Getting
Neo
past...
is new.
What? I thought that it was a thing.
It's a new IP. Apparently.
Am I confusing it with that other thing that I just talked about earlier, Automata or whatever, and Automata? Maybe?
Maybe.
It looks like sort of like a Dark Souls type feel play game. Nier. Maybe that's what I'm convinced. Is it even, that's how you write it out. Nier with a big R. So it looks almost like the same logo.
On the show floor.
That's probably what it is.
On PlayStation 4 Pro, it's looking absolutely
Isn't
stunning.
Nier called Nier Automata?
The new one is.
We are going to talk about
Automata.
baseball. That's right. Only at PSX will you get a British guy on stage talking about baseball.
Why is Griffey on the cover? Why is Griffey on there?
San Diego Studios.
Oh wait, it's the new Griffey? Griffey Jr.
And it keeps getting better. And this year, we were thrilled to have a legend on the cover.
No, it's just straight up Griffey Jr. I thought there was some new Griffey that I hadn't heard about.
Phenomenal.
Some like rookie.
So we talked a lot about the show 17, but now here's your very first look at the game itself.
Which actually would be believable because we're getting to the point where the old generation of greats has their kids coming up.
Team needs
Yep.
collide with a player's
The Blue Jays has one
expectations.
coming.
A game of dreams becomes a game of choices.
Oh God. Boo! Wait, I like Red Sox.
Yeah, me too.
Show the Blue Jays!
I like Lindor.
If you're gonna show a bunch of people who made it to the finals, you better show the fucking Blue Jays, you motherfuckers. They've shown everyone but the Blue Jays now. Cubs even.
They'll show them.
They're not gonna show them.
You calm your pants.
They're not gonna show them.
Yes, they will.
They're not gonna show them. And I'm gonna be pissed. They didn't show they did show the Dodgers. Fuck you if you don't show the Blue Jays, you motherfuckers. They just showed the Yankees, who didn't even make it.
The Cubs, the Dodgers, Mariners.
The Mariners didn't make it, and they're in our fucking division. God damn it! You can't do this!
They just did. I thought for sure they'd show it. Oh.
That's right, retro mode coming to the show 17.
That guy was Canadian. Did you see that one guy in the audience there? He was like,
It is awesome, and the good news
Nice.
is it's
Represent.
this weekend.
what the fuck?
We really get fucking shafted.
No, we got spoiled last year, remember? The Blue Jays were all over that trailer last year. It was actually quite nice.
Last year was nice, but
Absolutely fantastic.
we often get shafted.
In my role, I'm so lucky to be able to work with some of the most talented, most creative.
Still, how did they not show a single
And we
clip?
should have been on the cover last year because
I'm talking about
Josh Donaldson got MVP for
Give it up for Gorilla, let me hear you.
our entire league.
Horizon Zero Dawn is going to be PlayStation's next big blockbuster franchise. You guys looking forward to Horizon?
Yeah,
You don't have long to wait. A couple more weeks. It's coming out end of February.
we are
But
the
I'm
only
excited
Canadian
today
team.
to show you
You guys realize that
every
only 8
trailer
teams
ever
made it
foreseen just
to
for
the
you guys.
to the
So let's check out
postseason,
the
right?
amazing
And that they showed
Horizon
7 of those 8, right? Like all they had to do is show a clip.
Let me tell you what's out there. Vast reaches of wilderness.
Technically more than 8 because of the wild card, but
A rugged domain. Majestic.
all right. Zero Dawn?
Horizon Zero.
Horizon Zero.
The machines. The steel beasts who rule these lands. And guard the secrets buried beneath its crumbling ruins. If you hunt these wilds, no matter how skilled you are, no matter how clever, you will.
Is that gameplay? That looked like
I think it was. No, I think it was gameplay.
That's insane if that shot was.
Want to survive.
This is looking insane.
Yeah.
Did you see all the ants on that tree
Oh
carrying
no,
leaves?
I didn't. Oh, I didn't.
Then can you bring to light
Maybe it wasn't.
the deep secrets of the earth?
That's crazy.
Think all of this is gameplay? I thought so too.
That's wild. That guy was praying
Seriously,
for
welcome
something
my friends to the show.
in the audience.
I saw him.
He's like,
It's been a great morning, and I want to just express our appreciation to each and every one of you for coming here to Anaheim for this weekend to spend it with us. It's been an amazing year for PlayStation, and we thank you. There you go.
Thanks,
well, it's
that
no
one.
wonder people yell stuff out.
I know.
When anybody does anything, they get acknowledged.
Honestly, we couldn't be happier than to be spending these 2 days with all of you and celebrating everything we've done in the game business.
Where's the Final Fantasy?
To create this community. The PlayStation Nation is so powerful, and we love you all.
They want Final Fantasy VII, and one person wants Kingdom Hearts 3.
If I was there, it'd be hard not to just yell out Xbox!
Okay, we have
Just to see what happened.
into the show. We have an update. There's secret panels that we haven't announced yet, so clue into that. Download the app onto your phones so you can see where everything's happening. And now we've had some amazing content. The guys
You
come
have
up
to end this with one more thing.
Share that with you, but there's one more thing.
There you go. I love that Steve Jobs' legacy will live on in every conference from this day forward.
Like for you tonight. The game is in early development, super early.
Oh.
But the team behind it wanted to share this with you guys today. So
something
this is
new
from their updated engine running on PS4. All I'm going to say is thank you for coming. Please enjoy.
Maybe it is Final Fantasy VII. It could be Final. No. At least, I mean, there are forests in Final Fantasy VII, so. But.
That one got clawed.
I don't know. This is. No way. You're not showing us Last of Us. Are you showing fucking Last of Us? Is this a new Last of Us?
Firefly! Firefly!
He said early. He said this was very. That was very early. That was it. That's basically just an announcement that it's come. So, oh! Don't think it's Joel. Because I don't think Joel had tattoos.
I walk through the valley.
It's Ellie.
With the shadow of death, and I fear no evil because I'm blind to it all in my mind.
Oh my god.
My gun, they come.
Becky's hair is all standing up. She has goosebumps.
Because I know I'll kill my enemies when they come. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life. And I will dwell.
We did it, guys.
On this earth forevermore. Said I walk beside the still waters and they restore my soul. But I can't walk on the path of the right because I'm wrong. No, I can't walk on the path of the right.
I'm not 100% sure, like, the audience is that's Joel.
'Cause I'm wrong.
Like, we're hoping it is. Ellie.
You're a kiddo.
Yes! Now I'm sure.
You're really gonna go through with this?
I'm gonna find. And I'm gonna kill every last one of them.
What a badass Ellie. Did she just wipe out a house full of people and Joel's like... Holy fuck. It feels like Joel has created a monster. He's like, holy shit, my Ellie's at... They're just calling it part 2!
Yeah.
Wow. I have a feeling that wasn't the first house she's wiped out full of people.
Yeah, it feels like it.
My god. Wow, that's awesome.
Oh,
Holy shit.
good one last thing, guys.
That looked really pretty too. So The Last of Us. We were expecting something like, you know, from Final Fantasy VII. I was fully expecting that at the end to be the other new zombie game. Keep forgetting the name because it's But holy shit. We gotta memorize that because it comes up so often.
It's not catchy yet.
Days Gone. Thank you. Wow. Did she have a bite on her neck? It's like because she's immune that she just like no, she can't turn. So it's like because she's immune, she just gets bit whenever she wants. It's like you can still avoid the bites, you know.
Yeah.
Ellie, it's like whatever. It looks over, like the camera pans over. She's got a zombie just sitting there gnawing on her arm. I've already pissed off people because I'm calling them zombies again.
Oh my god. Might have been a cut, maybe.
It looked like a bite. It had like an outline, like. But anyways, it doesn't matter because it's Ellie.
Yeah. Show off.
Holy shit. There wasn't like, I mean, she has tattoos now. That's about the only. Like, what other clues did you guys see in there? But I didn't see anything else. But I mean, we could, if it was YouTube, I could rewind to like analyze it more.
Yeah, she's really not looking good. She's like super cut up.
Oh, she just
super bloody,
looked like
but she took
just
out
was in a
entire,
fight. Yeah, so I think that like she had bloody knuckles. I'm liking that we have badass Clem and badass Ellie now in both series. We have these two like young characters who have grown up in zombie time, apocalypse time from not day one, but from very young age. And so you have these two like hardened, bitter, angry young protagonists. I love it.
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
It did seem
Molly
like
3 and Molly 4. Yeah. And the Molly legacy lives on. I love these characters who don't fucking take shit.
Yeah.
They have low empathy and they're just ready to fucking look out for number one. That's my kind of character.
It looked like she took out a Firefly house.
So
like,
you think that's what it was?
Because whenever they were coming up, there was like this stop sign that had the Firefly logo on it, and then it was coming up. Yeah, it was pulling away from a house.
Yeah, that totally makes sense.
So I think she took out like a Firefly safe house or base or something.
So she's like she's gone from like, I mean, we saw the spoilers for Last of Us at this point.
Sorry.
That at the end of the last game, our canonical ending was, I mean, well, wait. So what happens? Okay, yeah, no. The canonical ending is just whether you tell her or not. That your canon.
Right.
You can end it one of two ways. Tell her the truth.
There's only one ending?
There's one ending, but you can tell her the truth.
Okay.
Or you can lie to her.
Right, I remember that.
I lied to her.
Yeah.
And so, what are you guys talking about? What game did you play? You can't tell her? You can't tell her the truth. So what happens when you click tell the truth? What happens? Because there's clearly a choice. You have two dialogue options to say. And everybody didn't like that I lied to her. Okay, explain your answer since you guys all want to spam me with it. What are you, like, there were two dialogue options.
Yeah.
I remember everybody yelled at me about it. They said, how could you not tell her or whatever?
There was no option?
What? I remember choosing, and I thought people were mad at me for it.
Oh, I totally thought so too.
What?
Are we thinking of something totally different?
Maybe
I can
people
picture
were
the
just
scene in my head.
Maybe I'm imagining it because people were mad at me because I agreed with Joel on telling her, and everybody said he should have told her the truth.
Maybe.
I know that people thought that it was wrong not to, like, I had arguments with people saying that it was wrong not to sacrifice her, and people were surprised because I usually would make the choice for the greater good, like I played through all of Mass Effect, like sacrifice one for many.
Yeah.
But in that, I was like, you know what, fuck it. There's not a 100% guarantee that this is actually going to work out. So it was like, make Joel happy for once.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I was all on board for it. So there really was no dialogue choice?
I totally thought there was.
In my mind's eye, there absolutely was.
I can
Holy
picture
fuck.
the scene.
Yeah, I totally.
We have to be thinking about something different.
Okay, Solar, we know now. You don't have to say it anymore. Well, anyways,
Maybe
what I was gonna
talked
say
about
is,
choice.
so she's gone from, like, Ellie was on board with wanting to actually sacrifice herself. It was clear at the end that she was upset with him if it was true that there was a chance that she could save humanity or whatever by her sacrifice. So she was actually in an agreement with Fireflies. And now if what you're predicting and what people are interpreting that scene to be, if she is killing fireflies and means that she wants to kill every last firefly, I wonder what turned.
Yeah.
I wonder what, like,
every last one of them.
Maybe fireflies have gone out of control. Maybe they've went from being for the greater good humanity thing, and now they've, like, it's possible, like, I mean, that they could have been turned to something bad.
Huh.
Well, my interpretation at the end was that she knew that Joel lied. They were saying she could have found out that Joel lied. I think the interpretation that I remember we had was that she knew in her face. You could tell that even though Joel lied, she was like, because she paused and she goes, all right.
Yeah.
Like she was willing to like accept. It was almost like she's like, okay, you're going to lie to me? Well, now I know that you're lying to me or whatever. But it was like she had accepted that he was lying and that she was just going to let him have it.
Do you think she knew too?
What did he call her that? Did he call her kiddo?
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah, it would be interesting to know like how long has passed.
That blows my mind that you didn't have a choice, because in my head I chose.
Yeah, me too. The trailer is up on YouTube.
Do you okay, well we could go over and see it again. Yeah, the conclusion was that she wanted to believe that.
They think he called her baby girl.
Baby girl? Okay. Let's go back and let's go to. So it's on PlayStation's YouTube.
And she knows how to play guitar now. Yeah.
It's funny how many people in our chat were saying he's going to play a song for her. They thought the hand was Joel's.
Yeah, totally.
Like, well, Joe got a tattoo and he has beautiful hands. Because those were clearly pretty young hands.
Oh, I couldn't tell.
They were obviously grimed up and like weathered, but I wasn't convinced it was Joel's hands. Where are you seeing the trailer, guys?
Check Naughty Dog's channel, maybe?
I mean, I could just... Oh, Naughty Dog? I'm afraid of what I'll get if I type in Naughty Dog. Okay, Naughty Dog YouTube. Official Guilty Dog video.
Low quality made it hard for me to tell, so I thought Joel. Yeah, I could see that.
Okay, I'm just going to go to the YouTube. I'm not seeing it here. I don't know where you guys are getting. It's not listed on there. Who said it was on YouTube? Just tell me whose channel has it, if you know. Uh-oh. Yeah, that really worked out for me, guys. Can you just tell me what channel has it? All right, I'm just going to go to the YouTube. I mean, the PlayStation.
People were telling us like crazy that it was up there.
I'm just gonna go ahead and I have to sign in because there's an age check. All right, I'm just gonna rewind it to it. That's easier. But thanks for the help, guys. Just Google it. If you're looking at it right now on your
Ice and Fire.
No, okay, I'm just gonna look at this. It'll just be a rip of it anyways, because MK Ice and Fire is not an official company. That's just another YouTube channel I'll congratulate them on being very fast at getting a rip up, but it'll just be a rip of the stream.
But the team behind it wanted to share this with you guys.
Yes, it is quite the password. So, good luck cracking it, assholes. When you're a YouTuber, you better have one fucking beautiful ass password. It better be like paragraphs long. And two-step verification, so. All right, here we go. Fraser's #1 and I Love Kitties 32. All right, so we're looking at the details now, trying to like pick out stuff. Besides the Firefly thing, I mean, I think that's the conclusion right there. she's shaking and with bloody knuckles, so she obviously just got done doing this. But I mean, they both did it, I think. Joel's just checking the perimeter at this point.
No, he was. Oh, maybe.
He has a gun in hand.
Because he's walking through the front door.
I think he helped. I think he's checking the perimeter, making sure that's the last.
Is that the tattoo from her shirt? No, it's not.
That'd be cool. Yeah, where's her old shirt? So this is an engine. You can even see the ribs on the guitar strings. The hair
I know,
is
right?
incredible. If this is an engine, and I think it is. Like he just said, this is their updated engine.
And he said on PS4.
Being rendered on PlayStation 4.
So you guys think you recognize the room? You think it's Sarah's room? Some people were saying.
Oh, well that requires going back.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I can't remember the end of the game apparently, so I don't know. You can tell it's not? Okay.
That's on the ground floor?
That's true too, yeah. Her room is on the second floor.
Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell on this earth forevermore. Said I walk beside the still waters and they restore my soul, but I can't walk.
It's always an asset to have an actress who can sing.
Yeah.
I'm wrong.
Totally.
I can't walk.
Watching it now, I can guess it's pretty easy to guess that's Joel, I guess. I just didn't want to give it up
Yeah.
yet. I didn't want to be wrong. A machete on the ground. Trying to guess her age here. How many years later do you think this? I'm guessing.
She's got sweet Converse shoes on.
I'm gonna guess like
5 years.
it's 5 years later. It might be accurate. Yeah, I think maybe she's like nearing 18. How old was she in The Last of Us?
You're thinking 5 years?
Was she
So, like,
13 in The
18?
Last of Us? I can't remember. She was
14?
14 in The Last of Us? So I could see this being like her as anywhere from 17 to 20. It all depends on the person. I've seen people who are in their mid-20s who look like they're 17. But I'm going to guess, yeah, like I think 4 to 5 years makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing, kiddo?
3 on the very low end.
You really gonna go through with this?
Wait, what do you say?
What did
you said kiddo.
Kiddo, yeah.
You were right, you guys.
There was no choice, though.
Shit.
I'm gonna find. And I'm gonna kill. Every last one of them.
The hair is blowing my mind. That is the best hair I've ever seen in a video game.
Mm-hmm.
Although I have a feeling this is another one of those games that has 2 different modes. Close-up mode and talking mode, and then game mode. Like you're not gonna go through the game seeing that hair the whole time. Jesus. That rendering though.
Mm-hmm.
Just like we saw in Uncharted. There was like Uncharted when it was time to talk, and then Uncharted, they would go into a different mode when it would jumped away. Wow. I can't wait. So they don't let us know anything but the title, but it's on PlayStation 4, so end of life of PlayStation 4, when do we think that's gonna be? Like, I'm not seeing, he said very early engine, even.
Yeah.
He didn't even say early game. How long did it take for like us to see the first Last of Us trailer to release? That was like 3 years, wasn't
You're
it?
guessing 2018?
I could even put
I
it at
could see
2019. I would not be surprised if it was 2019 and the very last like end of life for PlayStation 4 game.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess. Let me see how long it took. since we're not really getting quick information from them today.
It's okay, guys. It's alright. It's hard to find that information.
The Last of Us launch trailer was
the latest
really?
rumor I heard is it's coming out March 24th, 2019. The first Last of Us trailer was 2011.
Trailer was okay. I'm just going back to see. What was the earliest mention of Last of Us on their channel? You can't. This is the annoying thing. When you search for things on here, then you can't order it by descending or whatever.
See, it's sometimes a little bit difficult to look stuff up.
I'm talking about the moment where I said, "Where is the trailer you're looking at right now?"
Yeah.
I'm just gonna actually go to. It's easier if you just go to.
Last of Us released in July.
I'm talking about the first mention of it.
2013, so 1.5 to 2 years.
You can't invert
until release.
You can't invert the search. Shit. I just want to know when the original trailer came out.
Laura says first trailer was released in 2011.
Thank
and
you.
the game was released in 2013.
Thank you. Was this the first trailer? This is 2012. That's the story trailer. But that trailer where the running zombies through the house and stuff that I remixed to the sounds of Dead Island that one time when it came out.
Right.
Yeah. So 2011 was the original, like, basically telling you it exists. So it only took them 2 years, eh? It felt like it took forever.
Yeah.
It felt like we were waiting way too long for that game.
Last of Us announcement trailer. Or, like, reveal trailer or something.
Yeah, channel searches aren't that good. I already know this, so... You're still gonna get... Yeah. It sucks searching channels on YouTube. And it found announce in this before it found...
5 months ago?
Yeah, like, it's still not showing me the original. How is... Okay, yeah. 2012 was the gameplay trailer, which was incredible as well.
Okay, I've already given them enough shit.
What?
For giving you guys, or giving them shit for not looking things up fast enough. Type in PS3 with the search, maybe.
Dogs 2.
Oops. So anyways, I'm excited. And
yes. Me too.
I guess that's all there is to it. That was fucking awesome. That's the biggest announcement I feel like of this year for me. Wait, has there been any that like trump that we were more excited? Oh, Final Fantasy was this year, and Red Dead. Okay, never mind. There's other. Well, yeah.
Which one's bigger?
Red Dead 2 is bigger for me.
Yeah.
I fucking love The Last of Us, but Red Dead 2 is still bigger for me.
I think so.
Although, this announcement had way better presentation. The Red Dead 2 announcement was shit.
That was
teasing
so
it on Twitter
good.
first, and then like finally
not
showing us
into
just
that.
like a little bit of engine stuff. That was kind of lame, but
yeah. Yeah, I'm more excited for Last of Us.
You're lucky if you've never played Red Dead 1. Get out and play that and enjoy the best game you've ever fucking played in your life.
Nintendo Switch took the spotlight on Red Dead 2 that day.
Final Fantasy VII definitely got a big reaction out of me. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That was a surprise. That was beautiful.
Pardon me.
But this is huge. That was definitely the crown jewel in their presentation. A good, formidable one last thing.
You know what? That was a really solid presentation overall. The fact that they didn't have long extended gameplay trailers. I think last year was Horizon Zero Dawn. They had a segment of the show that was gameplay, which is nice, but in...
It was pretty rapid fire and short and smart.
This
quick.
one, yeah.
That was good stuff.
Yeah. I'm interested in the fact that they didn't show more of Days Gone. Like, I find that interesting.
No Power Season 3. Did anybody
Yeah.
watch that? I just wasn't interested. I don't know. I was intrigued when I first saw it, but by the end I wasn't. I didn't care. By the time it came out, Powers was canceled.
Really?
I guess
I watch it?
it's free. You can watch it anytime. You just go through the PlayStation menu. It's just sitting there ready to watch.
Oh,
at
it was
any time.
canceled like after episodes came out. Okay.
It had a season 2 though.
Wow. I liked Powers.
Um,
I fell off Powers halfway through the first season.
yeah, but these guys also like Marvel Agents of Shield, so.
We like Gotham.
Hey, yeah, no Tiny Hands was out there. Also, things I was surprised at was no mention of Dreams,
Oh yeah.
the VR experience that I thought was really intriguing.
Yep.
The collaborative VR animation and music experience. I was expecting an update by now for that.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't seen it, for a while. I'm almost afraid of its... Or God of War, that's surprising too.
Yeah.
I wonder if there will be anything... I'm wondering if they are saving some things for over the course of the event.
Oh, maybe.
Because they're going to be streaming for 3 days.
Yeah.
So it's almost a little bit like the way Nintendo... Maybe it's going to be like the way Nintendo peters things out over the course of 3 days. But I hope not, because I like having it just... Give it to me all in one go so that we can all like start talking about it right away instead of having to keep an eye on your stream for 3 days.
Some people think they're saving things for E3. I thought that it was interesting that they showed The Last Guardian, stuff for The Last Guardian. It wasn't too much, but like it's coming out on Tuesday. So
right.
I thought that they would maybe just save it for the release.
They wanted to remind everybody it exists.
That's
no
true.
Blue
And I guess
Jays.
that's why they did like just a little snippet of it.
What is the state of the Last of Us movie? Because I'm still wondering the development, because I'm wondering...
Bad news.
Bad news. When was this posted? I don't keep up on things like this. I just want to know about them when it's time to announce them.
Development hell, I think.
Okay. And what were they aiming to do it? Were they aiming to make it a remake of the tale, or were they aiming to make it like another story within the world?
Nothing new has occurred over the last 18 months.
I'm cheering against it myself. I don't want it to happen. What is this?
Fan-made?
Fan-made. They took footage from all kinds of different places to like pretend that this is a thing. That's funny. I'm cheering against it. I don't want it.
The Last of Us is pretty much a movie anyway.
Yeah. No, like it's about time that we realize that video games are their own thing. And there maybe is some place in the world for adaptations of worlds within a film, but I don't want it. I want more games like Last of Us that feel like playing movies instead of making them into movies. And I think it would just be a terrible...
And ruining them.
I think they could potentially ruin Last of Us legacy by remaking Joel and Ellie into live action.
I loved the Last of Us comics.
Oh, that's fine. Like, I mean,
those
there
were
are
good.
some mediums that, like, because comics are so different,
Yeah.
I think you can still have supplementary material with comics, sure. But I don't like the idea of a film, myself.
Yeah.
You don't have to share that opinion, but that's definitely mine. I would love it if the movie just died in the water. It is true. Yeah, it's
Logan.
funny. Logan is basically The Last
Yeah.
of Us. It looks like The Last of Us, right?
When does that come out? Oh, man.
But well, we got our treat today. That's for
Yeah.
sure. That was huge. Fucking love that shot.
Uh-huh.
It's still one of my greatest criticisms for The Last of Us was the later levels where Ellie is able to take out a camp as a 14-year-old girl, a camp of like 20 men by jumping on their backs. And my argument to this day is that nobody has that much adrenaline to get them through. your body would be jelly by the end of like one man as a 14-year-old girl if you were able to pull it off.
Yeah.
And that's why I continuously tried to play those levels pure stealth, because it was the only way in my head that narratively made sense to get through those levels. But now you're seeing maybe a slightly more believable version of that type of Ellie. She's older now. She's been around longer, stronger, stringier, ganglier, ready to take people down.
Yeah.
Clearly has a vindictive, very angry chip on her shoulder. I'm really excited for this Ellie.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of sad at the same time, because the old Ellie was like this glimmer of hope that contrasted Joel's sort of beaten down, there is no hope and humans are garbage.
It looks like a scar.
Like, I loved how Joel was just had given up on everybody pretty much, but like Ellie was this small glimmer of hope that he had left in humanity, this person who's just not somebody who he can consider to be pure shit. And she had such a great personality that contrasted his. Like, Joel, you just killed that guy.
Yeah.
Or, what about the guy? He ain't even hurt.
Yeah.
But now, like, what are they going to do in that sense? Because I think that was the magic from the first game, was that contrast between the two.
Yeah.
And that she lifted him up where he was beaten down, and now she's worse off than him. It looks like he's her support.
Yeah, totally.
I found some gay porn. When Ellie says holy moly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was stuff like that, that innocence in a world of like dark and grime.
Yeah. It is possible that they kill Joel off. Or kill Ellie off.
You have to be expecting something along those lines.
Yeah.
Nowadays, story makers have such a hard job. So you put a dog in the game, everybody's like, that dog better not die.
And you know the dog's gonna die.
Yeah, it's like, that'll be just so typical if the dog dies. And now everybody, like, I mean, it'll be typical if one of these two dies.
Yeah.
But is it typical? Is it not? You just have to let it go, I guess.
Yeah.
Is the, like,
Just got to see how they
stories are
develop
stories.
the story. Yeah.
As long as they don't do it in just a cheap way that's just like to get you.
Mm-hmm.
It's all the way that the death is done if somebody dies.
Yeah.
I mean, God. Again, here's some spoilers now for Walking Dead. Tune out if you haven't played through The Walking Dead all the way. They did... what's his name?
Uh-oh.
His death was so good. That was so well done. Even if you had to be expecting it through the game.
Yep.
Lee. That was so well done. That goodbye scene between the two of them was just perfect. You can definitely do death of a main character well.
Yeah.
And I think you can do it ham-fistedly too, where it's just like, oh, he's dying, doesn't that make you feel bad? Type of thing. Like, yeah. I guess everybody was kind of a Naughty Dog. It's funny that I chastised them for being like too happy, like good ending, when at the same time, if anything, now we're looking at spoilers for Uncharted 2. Tune out. I don't know. I'm just doing a general discussion. Basically spoilers for anything that I've played. No, anything that or Naughty Dog at this point. But I think Uncharted, I think a lot of people were expecting a death somewhere in there.
Yeah.
And that was surprising.
Yeah.
That was really surprising.
Mm-hmm.
And now we play the waiting game.
Yeah.
It's funny because I'm almost like I'm sad now that I know it's coming, because now it's just like, when you get to this age, there's not many things that feel like waiting for Christmas anymore. Remember what torture that was as a kid?
Yep.
And I'm so happy to be free of that torture, but every so often a game comes along that you feel tortured about again. And now I have both Red Dead and this to like just torture myself about, like, when's it coming out?
Yep. See you in 3 years when it's released.
Yeah, I'm guessing 3 years. I think 3 years, I think that's not even being pessimistic.
Yeah.
I think we could even see 4 years.
Well, they were saying that, hey, no.
What?
All the spoilers of...
Oh, don't be a shit, DSK. Can you just clear him, guys?
But yes. what was I going to say? Oh, chat was saying that the date that they saw was March 24th, 2017.
What?
Or 2019, sorry for this. March 24th, 2019.
I'm thinking,
So 2.5
I would
years
not
ago.
be surprised. Like, we still don't, we're in a weird time with consoles right now. Like, we don't know what their life is going to be anymore,
Yeah.
especially now that we see the Pro come.
It's weird talking about like end of generation games.
I think
'Cause I feel like
it's
did
been
just come
redefined.
out.
We may not even see a PlayStation 5. Like, there may be a PlayStation 4 Pro 2 or something. I hope not, but there is a small possibility, I would say, that this won't even come out on the PlayStation 4. Just because they said this is being rendered on PlayStation 4 doesn't mean this game will come out on the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
It just means the architecture accepts the engine.
Yeah.
For all we know, this will be on the next generation, but I think it more likely, I think that's a small chance. I think that more likely you'll see this at end of life PlayStation, and maybe like Last of Us did cross and have an amazing looking remaster on 5 right away.
Yeah.
Like almost immediately. But just because, all I'm saying is, just because he said this was running on PlayStation 4 doesn't mean that the game is on PlayStation 4. That's all I'm saying. So take that with a grain of salt. It doesn't mean anything really.
Depends on when 4K becomes a standard for everything, yeah.
Somebody was saying that they might that would be interesting. Dropping support for PlayStation Original. Would that happen? I never even really thought of that. Will there come a point where it says this is only for the PlayStation Pro, this game? Like
that is interesting.
Instead of seeing this generation's over, this generation has started, have more of a slow transition period between each generation where it's like runs on both, now it only runs on this, runs on both, now it only runs on this, and do a leapfrogging. That's a possibility too.
I think that would piss a lot of people off.
That'd be weird.
They said that would never happen?
Did they? Okay. I can't read blogs. They make me tired and sad. I would rather be a little bit in the dark than read blogs because it wears me down.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like they've said totally they're not doing that.
I still feel that we're in a weird point in consoles now where you're going to see things not be the same as they used to be when it comes to release of new consoles. And how that's going to be, who knows? But it is going to be interesting, especially, again, with I'm sure everybody's prediction that China might see a company coming out with a new console. That'll be so crazy if you see China come. Like, I don't know if they have a company out there right now that could potentially make a console, but when you see companies like DJI from China innovating like they are, I think it's time that we see companies from China start to actually not just be the makers of things from American companies, but be the innovators. Well, come a game sphere. Alibaba making a console.
Who knows? Alibaba is fucking huge.
Well, Amazon did make a console, so
yeah,
but that didn't go anywhere.
That was a solid conference.
It was. Well, that's funny because it could have just been like a guy coming out and taking a shit on the stage and then Last of Us trailer, and you would have said it was a solid conference.
Unless it was like diarrhea.
You still would have said it was a solid conference.
Fine. I'm just excited.
You would have been like,
what else happened?
I thought the first part was distasteful, the shitting on the stage. I don't even know why they did that, but I thought it was a solid conference. I liked the ending with the Last of Us trailer. Without the Last of Us, it would have been pretty lackluster. They needed that crown jewel, definitely. There wasn't much else to go on besides some just interesting to look at stuff. It actually was really, compared to the previous PlayStation experience, wasn't a lot going on there.
I'm excited for Parappa.
Parappa's neat, yeah.
Yeah.
So I really do hope that, so is that, they were saying is that available now? There was a bunch of things they said available now, and we might actually want to do a show today on, what was the game that...
Resident Evil 7?
No, the Suda game. is out today.
Let It Die.
Let It Die is out
Yeah,
today.
that's fucking crazy.
We may want to like
There's a demo for Parappa.
demo for Parappa. Let It Die's out today.
They talked about Vita.
They talked about
I liked Marvel vs. Capcom 4.
Let It Die is free? What the fuck
Seriously?
is going on?
Mother Russia Bleeds is the only one that's in store right now. So it seems like they're still updating.
Resident Evil has a new PSVR demo, which, yeah, we should do as well. Naughty Dog started? What was the start? I can't remember.
The
I'm an old man.
Uncharted. Remember Uncharted?
Uncharted. Oh, yeah, the Uncharted. Wow, yeah. Naughty Dog all day, I guess.
Remember? Remember that one looked good.
Yeah, I think this is DLC. Did we get
They're
it?
not saying
it's DLC,
if it's
right?
DLC.
Oh, they're not saying.
Yeah.
It's not Uncharted 5, I'll tell you that right now. It'll be, if it's not DLC, it'll be like a standalone of the same, like a spin-off, same engine as Uncharted 4 or something like that.
Yeah.
Frico's saying they said it's standalone.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, standalone DLC? Or standalone?
People use that word, standalone DLC, when it's the same engine as the original game, but you buy it a la carte. So it feels like DLC. It's a smaller experience, like maybe a $30 game, but you don't need to own the original.
Okay.
That's typically when people use the word standalone DLC.
Like Blood Dragon.
Yeah, Blood Dragon for Far Cry was like its own standalone game technically, but it was clearly Far Cry with an 80s veneer.
Okay. There's a Last of Us 2 panel being streamed at 2 p.m. Pacific today with Ashley whatever and Troy Baker.
That's cool. Expandalone?
Ashley
That's an
Johnson.
interesting... Did you just coin that? An expandalone? You don't like that?
Yeah.
That's a good name.
No, it is actually quite smart. I was just trying to think about how it would be so nice to surprise Ben with this trailer, but there's no fucking way he's gonna avoid the news.
There's no way. But we could hopefully get them not to watch it until show and trailer. We could do a show and trailer soon. Because now we have this and what was shown at yesterday at the Game Awards, some stuff.
Yeah.
So we'll probably do a show and trailer soon. If we can get them.
We could do like an emergency one before or
do a short
after our
one.
movie night tomorrow.
Yeah, it is only
enough
2
time
movies. We
to-
could maybe do it after movie day.
Yeah.
We could ask them if they want to stick around then and potentially do a show and trailer on Sunday evening.
Yeah.
We'll see. That would be the best time, I guess.
Yeah.
Since we already have them booked. So anyways, yeah, this does look interesting because I do like Uncharted's gameplay, and even though I don't like Uncharted's logic, I do like the adventure feeling, just the adventures. The Indiana Jones-ish type feel, and I'm excited to have a new character followed. As I've always loved Chloe. I thought she's awesome.
Yeah. No, Ben will not be there for a playthrough of The Last of Us 2.
No. So yeah, I am. Although I have to say, the setting for a Last of Us game, I mean for a Uncharted game, pretty dark, pretty grim. Like Uncharted's usually like this
big,
feels like
beautiful, lush forest.
well, not just aesthetically grim. I mean just like grim. Like you've got like it's a little close to home in terms of current world
that's
conflict.
true too.
Usually The Last of Us tries to say like these are baddies, but they're nothing to do with like the current types of baddies we have these days. But this feels very much like a current war-torn country. Like it could, somebody was saying Syria in there earlier.
Yeah.
Like yeah, this could be for all I don't know. Like I've never been, haven't seen much imagery besides rubble of these types of countries. But like
feels like it could be. Huh? They're in Syria and Uncharted 2?
Yeah, but it didn't like there was nothing about it that felt like, in fact, in Uncharted 3, had serious conflict fully started yet? How long has that been going on? Feels like too long, that's for sure. But you know what I'm saying, right? Like a war-torn country, it doesn't, like, I mean, it feels like war-torn isn't a setting in Uncharted games. It's usually like, you know, just a country with a bunch of fucking assholes running around, but like that's grim for Uncharted. There's a fighter jet going by. Like, Somalian pirates, yeah, but Somalian pirates are always around. I remember those shipyards, the rappelling that we started. That was where rappelling was invented.
Right.
Like, yeah, you've always dealt with unsavory characters, but like, I feel like this is kind of. Probably this isn't the whole game though.
Yeah.
Maybe it is. I don't know, but
I imagine it's not. Kind of like other Uncharted games where you bounce around from location to location.
If Uncharted has like a signature, it's many locations.
Yeah.
And it doesn't let you ever settle into one location or aesthetic. Like, it's always switching up. I hope they don't double finger. I really hope they don't.
They started last year's conference with Uncharted as well. That's interesting.
Did they?
Yeah.
What was it?
It was when he met Sam.
Oh, yeah,
in the office.
I'd really hope they don't try to make it a more serious game. I like the sort of Indiana Jones feel to it. I mean, Indiana Jones has always had Nazis in the background, but it didn't feel like I was playing a World War II game. You know, like, I would rather it be. You can have serious imagery. You can have like unsavory types of evil men and characters in the game. Or evil women, if we're going to look at her.
Yeah.
But I'd rather they not get too, I don't know, dark.
Mm-hmm.
Like an Indiana Jones movie, it's always like bin stuff in the background, but you're still watching this happy-go-lucky Tomb Raider running around. I'd rather Uncharted focus on that type of thing.
Right. Uncharted: The Lost Legacy.
Yeah, I don't know when Indiana Jones was always.
The other lady was confirmed to be Nadine, by the way.
Yeah, it is. It's clearly Nadine.
Okay.
I don't think there was any mistake in that.
I didn't.
Oh, really? You didn't put that?
No.
Oh, I thought like immediately that's Nadine.
No, I kind of.
The shit heel herself from the last game. Mercenary leader woman who kills everybody. Although I think a lot of people really loved her. I thought she was pretty terrible in terms of as a person.
Yeah, I guess it is totally her.
She was an awful person, yeah. Yeah, you can like her.
But I liked her, yeah.
I liked what's his name? The other dude in Uncharted 4.
Yeah, totally.
I loved
Rafe?
Rafe was amazing.
He was
that guy was
good.
a true Rafe.
Yeah.
He was so good. He was just unapologetically Rafe. He was just like, I loved how he was just like, you know, fuck you. I'm Rafe. I think what I didn't like about Nadine was she was just as bad as Rafe, if not worse, in some ways.
Uh-huh.
Like she was in charge of the whole mercenary group that he was using as a tool. Mm-hmm. She's the one who created that mercenary group doing all the evil things. And yet she gets all like sanctimonious on him at the end, as though like she's better than him. I don't think so, bitch. You're just as bad.
We're all horrible people.
Yeah, you aren't and I aren't unlike each other if you look at it deep down, you and I. But, anywho. Well, thanks for watching us in the post-show ramblings.
Yeah,
our powwow here. And thanks for watching another PlayStation Experience.
Woot.
No turbos there this year?
Apparently not.
I didn't hear of any this year. We had a few there last year, I feel like, but this year not as much. But anyways, enjoy it, guys, and we'll see you maybe later today with maybe something.
Keep an eye on Twitter.
All right, goodbye.
The November show and trailer didn't happen because it didn't happen. We did a 4-play Friday instead. But we will have
Well,
a
November
December
show
one.
and trailer didn't happen mainly because I think the October show and trailer was delayed so far. October was late, and then, or how did it work? Or September was late, and then October happened. Whatever. Anyways, for me, there wasn't enough new to go on to cram one into November. Anyways, it's hard enough keeping up with the games, let alone showing trailers for new ones. You can kind of combine December and November.
Show and trailer has not always been delayed. It's been really, really consistent.
It's actually been very
for
consistent this year. I've been quite good.
The second Sunday has been Awesome Piece Theater, and the last Sunday has been show and trailer.
But it's been hard getting the guys, and I don't think we have Kyle for the one coming.
No, we don't.
And I don't think Kyle's here for movie night.
No.
You might not see Kyle for he has a family thing.
Yeah, so these are the dates we have tentatively. Oh, you're talking about past years. Got it.
It's not just his baby. Kyle just won't be around in December here.
Yeah.
But
too many babies for Kyle to handle.
But the we can probably make show and trailer just that right after that.
An emergency
I don't
one
think we
here?
need this. We could make this foreplay potentially.
Here?
Or maybe a second that's potentially.
Mm-hmm.
A second show and trailer. I don't know. We're just looking at our schedule, guys. But anyways, Sunday, movie night.
Tomorrow.
Awesome Piece Theater tomorrow day at 1 p.m. and potentially we will show this some trailers to the guys afterwards publicly. But for Turbos and patrons, 1 o'clock, we'll be watching The Nightmare Before Christmas and Batman, the original Batman from 1989, the original modern Batman, and then we will potentially do a mini show and trailer after that to show some of the major things that came out at these two conferences or two shows in the last 2 days, 3 days, for everybody. So maybe who knows what time 2 movies will probably take us to 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe we could have supper and then do a couple hours of this. We'll see if the guys can do that.
Yeah, sure.
But no promise yet.
Yeah, I'll have to
All right.
text and organize.
And like I said, potentially something today if I download some things, and we'll see if maybe we'll cover some of those new things.
Yeah, totally.
All right, guys.
Okay.
See you later.
Bye, guys.